Welcome everyone, this is Martin here, and welcome to another weekly video. We're going to be looking and finding winning trade ideas for this coming week, October 1st to the 5th. We are now into the fall season. Summer has ended and it's time to get back to work and look for good winning trades. That's going to give us a lot of pips and hopefully make us some money. So we're also going to do something a little bit different in this video. We're going to look at how to use multiple charts to read the markets. Okay, and finally, if you want a free 33-page ebook, please send me an email. My name again is Martin, and include your first name. Send the email to mskyj007@gmail.com. Okay, let's get started. Here's the risk disclaimer. You can read this and always pause the video to read the entire contents of this risk disclaimer. I always advocate that you do not risk more than 1 to 2% of your total account balance on any single trade. And remember, I'm producing this video for educational purposes, so hopefully I can educate you to become a better trader. And always, if you're trading with real live money, remember that it is real money, it is your risk, and it's important to follow proper money management guidelines. Okay, so let's get started with the first the first currency pair. Okay, you can see we're starting off with the Euro USD daily right over there. And take a look. I've got the blue dash line. That was last week. So this is what happened last week. And you can see price went up and then basically did a nosedive, came down really hard, and is approaching this support area that I've drawn in this rectangle right here. Now, the important thing is we're going to use multiple charts to see basically what's going on. The daily chart, you can see we have green above blue. And by the way, these are, I'm using what's called the easy read chart. So when we have green above blue and the price is above these color zones, we're looking for buy trades. However, right here, you can see price came down really hard. Take a look. See this huge white momentum candle? My course teaches you about momentum, looking for momentum candles and moves in momentum, because that's what drives the market. So, but take a look at this huge white candle. That's where huge momentum came in, and then all of a sudden we broke the open of this previous white candle, and so you can see price looks like it's coming down toward the support area. Now, I'm going to switch to the weekly chart, and let me take that off. And you can see this is basically kind of a engulfing candle right here. This weekly black candle almost completely engulfs the previous white candle. So we're either going sideways for the time being, although on the weekly chart, take a look, guys. We have pink right here, pink below blue. We're looking for sell trades, and that's why my bias is to the downside. So the weekly, the larger time frame charts are the kind of the parent chart or the mother-father chart. And when you go down in lower time frames, such as the daily here, we have to always understand that the weekly chart is telling us something very important. The daily charts usually follow what the weekly charts are telling us. And on the daily, price is coming down. So take a look here. I've got my price levels in again this week. Last week I didn't. And the aggressive trader would be selling. Let me just draw that, and would be selling just below there. Okay, remember, aggressive trader is looking for short-term gains or quick gains, and again, right here would be the target level. I've drawn in the support here. The conservative trader waits for price to break this area below here, 115.17, and looks for price to go down much further. To the upside, you could be looking at buys about 116.55. Okay, so that takes care of that chart. Let's move on to the next one. And we've got a British Pound USD. Take a look, guys. Same thing here. Last week, everything to the right side. Look at the price bars to the right side of this blue vertical line. I make this very easy for you on my weekly video. So this is what happened. And we have green above blue. But take a look to the left here. We have a huge area. It's a huge downtrend. All of a sudden, we have momentum as being really strong to the downside, good momentum, and then all of a sudden we had a momentum shift right over here. I teach that in the course, okay? Here's a huge momentum candle to the upside. You could have gotten in right there, and you would have made quite a number of pips as price went higher. However, again, we have a swing to the downside. Take a look at this big black bearish candle. It completely engulfs the previous white candle, okay? And so it looks like the momentum shift is to the downside on the short term, as indicated right here. The blue line crossing the red signal line, you can see. And here, the trend, we're still in an uptrend because we have green above blue, okay? Green above blue according to my easy read charts, but the trend is slowing down to the upside. As long as these as long as these histo bars, these are histogram bars, are above the 0 level, okay, we're still in an uptrend technically. So price could come down to here and then bounce higher, okay. However, the aggressive seller, if you're looking for a sell trade, it's an aggressive sell below 129.88, or you could just wait for price to go higher if price does, and you're a conservative buyer at 131.63 or above there. Now let's go to the weekly again, because this is what we're going to be doing, showing you the multiple charts just so that we can get a better perspective of the markets. Okay, so on the weekly British Pound USD, you can see price went up, okay. Price came down. This is a complete reversal here, but this is a pullback. It's not a reversal just yet until we get below here, okay? Until we get below there. Price did finally come below this area, okay? And now this is a reversal. This is the weekly. So we're looking for sell trades. Notice the big, huge, tall wick here. It's a seller's candle right there. Okay, and we're waiting for a sell below 129.88. Okay, and for a buy, if you think price is still going to go higher, my bias is to the downside, but on to the upside. Let me just take that off. Let's switch back. I've got the level buy above 131.63 or aggressive sell below 129.88. And when I say aggressive sell, price may actually only come down to about here. To the trend line and bounce higher, or if it breaks lower, then we're looking for this area right here for price to come down to here. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, we are going to the Australian USD, and going back in the past, take a look at all the breaks here. Downtrend again, downtrend, pink below blue. Here is a breakout right there. There's a breakout right there. All of a sudden, we have a reversal to the upside, okay? And then, breaks here. So this is a momentum candle right there. You could have gotten in and made some pretty good pips to the upside. But now we have price coming back down again. Let me take that off. We've broken the trend line. And it looks like... again, let's go to the, before I give you my bias, let me go to the weekly. Okay, you can see on the weekly chart, prices really come down heavy. I mean, I'm going to use my crosshair. From this point right here, prices dropped 617 pips. Take a look at my middle number. You see right there, my middle number, it says 6305. Okay, disregard the last digit, so it's really just 630 pips. Okay, it has dropped, But now we have a huge reversal, white momentum candle right there. This is on the weekly, okay? So right now price, and then last week price closed again down, sellers brought down below this line. You see, this is the speed line right here. And it looks like price could still come down further once more to test down the bottom levels here. So if price if price would have stayed above this line, I would be more confident with price going higher. So in this case, my bias is still to the downside. Pink below blue, looking for sells, and I'd be looking for sells below 0.7176. To the upside, if you think price is going to go higher, you could look at buys above 0.7273. Gold is just going sideways. I've drawn in this big box right here. You can take a look at that. So basically price is up, down. Okay, price could come down further to test the previous support. I've drawn the box here, and then go back higher again. Okay, but it's something I would not really be trading right now. Let's go to the weekly, and you can see here. Okay, this is interesting. This gives us a much better picture. So gold is really dropped hard. You can see. Take a look at the previous swing low. Okay, so we price broke previous swing low even right here. It's come down, and again testing another take a look to the left side, swing low area. So this is a major support area. Price is just going sideways, okay, and you'd have to wait for a breakout either to the upside, or if it's going to go down, it may only come down to this area right here. So take a look the right side, the price levels. Okay, so that's something that you have to determine. I would just wait and see. Although price after this big drop, price seems to be slowing down to the downside. Take a look at the indicator below. The blue line is above the red line, and the price, the histo bars are green, which indicates that there is a slight momentum shift to the upside, but you'd have to just wait and see to see if price goes higher or lower from this area. Okay, so no real trades here. Let me just go back to the daily. Let's take that off, and that's why I've drawn in this big, huge rectangle. Okay, New Zealand USD. It's almost similar to the Australian dollar. Big break here. Look at the left. Break beyond the trend line. Big bounce higher. Okay, price went down there. Here is resistance. Price went up to resistance. Previous support becomes new resistance. Price bounced down. Here is previous support, and price just bounced higher again. And again, it looks like price has broken the trend line. So in the short term, I believe price could come down a little bit lower. So you can look at sells below 0.6589, or to the upside. If you think price is going to go higher, wait for price to go above 0.6664. Okay, let me take that off. And again, on the weekly charts, you can see we have just a, price has come down to support, gone up, come back down to test, up, and it looks like it could be going sideways for a while, but got my levels in there for you. Okay, so again, wait and see. US CAD, take a look on Friday here. Huge bearish candle, okay, for the US dollar, and I would not get into a trade just yet. I've drawn in the support with this rectangle. So I would, if you think price is going to come lower, I would wait till price gets below 128.46 before looking for a sell trade. And of course, you'd have to wait quite a bit of time for price to get above 130.63. But right now, I would stay away. There are no trade opportunities there. Okay. And let's get on to the oil. Let's see how oil is doing. You can see oil is shot up. Take a look, okay, right there. If oil goes higher and breaks the trend line, let me just get my marking tool, my marker here. Oil could go higher all the way up to this area. Take a look at the right side. So we're looking at around 76.50, 77 area, okay, if oil keeps going higher. So again, take a look at the swing left here. Price has to break that area. Price has to break here before you could be confident that price could go higher. But if it does go higher, it may only go up to the trend line. I've drawn in this upper channel. See the trend line. This is the upper trend line, lower trend line for this bullish channel. Okay, excuse me. Now the next one is the U.S. Swiss Franc. And this has gone up. Take a look. Thursday and Friday. These are this is the price movement from last week. But on Thursday we had a huge up day. Friday it went higher. For aggressive trade, the A stands for aggressive trade. The aggressive trader would buy above 98.25, and again, when I say aggressive, there's your resistance area. So your first target would be here, okay? If you're an aggressive trader. If you're not an aggressive trader and you're conservative, you would not take a buy trade just yet, and I'll tell you why. We have pink below blue, which means you should be looking for sell trades, okay? Should be looking for sell trades. When you have pink below blue. So you can see though, this is a reversal. My easy read charts gave you this signal right here, this big blue arrow, the blue dot. This is a huge momentum reversal candle. Also reversed above take a look at this red dash line, which is the 200 SMA. So there's momentum coming into the market. Take a look down here. The green histo bars above zero. The blue line above zero, and here technically we're still in a downtrend because the histo bars are still below the zero level. Okay, I just want you to understand that with my easy read charts. We're technically still in a downtrend. However, this is a pullback. This is a pullback because we still have pink below blue. So these are all terms and market movements I discuss and explain in my new course called Forex Success in 5 weeks, and it gives you the easy read charts to tell you exactly what's going on in the market. So for price to actually reverse totally and start with an uptrend, price would really have to get above this level right here, okay, for price to be for us to consider price to be in an uptrend. Now let's move on to the next chart. Let me take that off, and we are into the U.S. Japanese yen. Take a look at this, guys. The we had a breakout here. Okay, you can see it started about 3 weeks ago. So price was going up here, hitting previous resistance. Finally, we had a breakout with this big white candle. I teach that in the course, by the way. Let me remove that. That big white candle right there with the, okay, after this area, this is called a momentum squeeze. Momentum squeeze means that price is just going sideways. There's no momentum in the market. The sellers are fighting with the buyers, and you have to wait for one big breakout momentum candle. There it is. That would have given you a signal to get in long, in this case here, and getting in right there. Let me just remove that. You would have gotten in right there. Your stop loss, aggressive stop loss, would have been here. Conservative stop loss there, but here looking for one-to-one risk to reward. So if this is your risk, if you're getting in here and you're risking here where your stop loss is, you would have made your pips there, and then 2-to-1 right there, and price still going up higher. So great. If you would have gotten in there by understanding my course and my signals, okay, then it would have made your job trading a lot easier, okay. And finally, I'm still looking for price to go higher. However, it's gone up high. It may just reverse and come back down and then go back up, okay, right? It may do that, but look for buys above 113.74. And on the sell side, if you think price is going to go lower, then you can look at sells below 112.46, okay? So let me take all that off. We're coming down to our cross pairs, Euro, British Pound. This one, okay, I'm not crazy about it all right now. You could look for buys above 89.37, okay, and here I've drawn in this big rectangle. So if price goes higher, it's going to come all the way up here and test this area. So still room for a lot of pips. To the downside, you'd want to sell below 0.8860. However, the downside may be limited, okay, because of this. See this red dashed line? Again, that acts as a magnet and as a dynamic support. It's the 200 SMA, guys. So if price comes down, then may only come down to here and then bounce higher. So last 3 days, we've had some really small candles. They're like dojis. You can see small bodies. So the buyers are fighting with the sellers. You have to wait and see, and that's why I've got the levels here and here, okay. And really quickly, I just want to switch to the weekly chart to see what clues that give you. So here you can see we have green above blue. So we're looking at, this is technically an uptrend on the weekly. So we should be, the conservative trader looks for buy trades only, okay, and looks for buy trades using the weekly chart as the overall map and trend direction. You can see though momentum is still, short-term momentum is still to the downside, so waiting for momentum like a green histobar above the 0 level, okay. And then on the moving down to a lower chart like the daily, for instance, waiting for green to move above blue before you get into a trade. Moving down even lower, a lot of traders who are trading the daily charts will use the 4-hour chart. You can see the 4-hour chart. We have still pink below blue. So again, waiting for this. This is what we're waiting for. Green above blue to appear. And that's why I'm anticipating a move to the upside. Look for buys above 89.37, okay. So my bias is still to the upside for this one, but again, it's wait and see. Anything could happen, okay. So let's take a look at the next one. Okay, let me just I switched back to the daily. You can see price is not, this is daily again, the Euro, British Pound. So take a look. Here's a big clue too. I almost forgot to mention. Take a look at this big white candle. That is the huge momentum candle that normally tells you that the buyers are kind of in control. The sellers tried to bring it down last week, right? But did not bring price below this level, okay. So if price drops below here, this big huge white bullish candle, then price will come down lower to test this 200 SMA. But that's why I've got this level 0.8860 here. So again, it's kind of a wait and see situation to see if price comes down and breaks this big, the low of this white candle here, or goes higher above 0.8937, okay. Now let's take that off and let's get to the next cross pair. Euro Japanese yen. You can see we had a huge up movement. It's now green above blue. That means we want to look for buy trades. We are a conservative trader. Look for buy trades above 132.56, okay. And you can see I've got the next target area right up here. You just have to move your eyes to the right side, but there's the next target. So this could be a bounce and price could be going higher, okay. So we are technically in an uptrend. We broke in a previous swing, swing highs here. So looks like price is going higher, and we're making new higher lows. Okay, now on the weekly chart, let's take a look. Okay, you can see here the pink is almost disappearing. We're almost into momentum squeeze. You can see last week it's a doji, so that's why I've got the two levels here. But if price breaks higher, I look for buys above 132.56. So right now we had a huge move up to the upside. There's a pause in the market. Buyers are fighting it out with the sellers, but price could certainly continue going higher. Take a look down below. We have green bars above the 0 level, green here as well. So my bias is still to the upside on this pair. Okay, and now we move to the next cross pair. We're almost finished. Euro Audi. Okay, so you can see last week price came down quite a bit. I'm looking for sells below 160.45 or buys above 162.55. If I'm going to my weekly chart for clues, however, you can see the weekly chart shows you something kind of interesting. We have green above blue, so we should be looking for buy trades on the Euro Audi. Okay, so right now price is just in a retracement or a pullback and can certainly go higher. Okay, let's go back down to the daily chart. Okay, on the daily chart, price is slowed down, and it could still come down further before bouncing higher again. Okay, so again, I've got my levels there. And my final chart, the British pound, Japanese yen. You can take a look. We are in a triangle consolidation. Okay, you can see that when we're in a triangle consolidation, price is going sideways. Look at the last two candles, very weak candles, fighting it out between the buyers and sellers. And we're waiting for price to break out to the upside or to the downside. My levels are here. If you think price is going to go lower, look for sells below 146.90 to the upside. Aggressive move to the upside. I got an A there. Buys above 148.56. And why do I say aggressive? Because here is the target area right here. It's not a lot of pips. Price most likely could break out even here and then come back down and may go higher or may just bounce to test previous resistance and come back lower again. But that's why it's aggressive move. If you're into profit after one day, after a move higher, you should at least take half your profits off the table and perhaps keep half of your trade open, but close half in profit. Okay, and the weekly chart, let's take a look. Okay, you can see here price is trying to break out of this pink below blue, so it's a big pullback, or it's not yet a reversal. It's not yet a reversal. It's a pullback. You can say prices will reverse and start an uptrend once price gets above this area right here. Okay, so the aggressive trader would look at buys above 148.56. Okay. So that's it for this week, guys. Let me take this off. And finally, if you want a free 33-page ebook, email me. My name is Martin. You can email me at mskyj007@gmail.com. If you like watching these videos, please remember to subscribe on the YouTube channel and click on the like buttons. Okay, don't forget to do that, and we'll see you again next week. So hopefully this video gives you some good winning trade ideas. Look forward to seeing you next week, and welcome new subscribers from around the world. Okay, always welcome the new subscribers. Take care, everyone. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.